to Gill Coliseum in Corvallis, Oregon. We get ready for Pac-12 hoops as the Beavers of Oregon State play host to the Washington Huskies. As unpredictable as it has been so far this season.
A Washington defender, but he had a clear path to the rim.
The Huskies second from the bottom in free throw percentage as Enja gets the
backdoor two-hand flush. You see the big-time athleticism early from Jared Cunningham.
Washington was hit with a haymaker in Eugene. Roten loses it on his way up, stays with the play, and goes to the line looking for the three-point play.
That's one of those plays you live with if you're Coach Romar. Tony Roten forces it up there. It's not a good shot, but because of the talent, he's able to get it back and go up, take the hit, and still score. So not a good decision initially by Roten, but a nice job staying with it.
Conference Freshman of the Year converts on the three-point.
By his size, but he somehow finds a way, knocks that one down. There's that 2-3 matchup from Oregon State.
It'll be Gaddy. And Gaddy fills it up from beyond the arc. Abdul Gaddy, the junior from Tacoma, starts when it looked like it was going to be a turnover. Now Gaddy on the run. And it'll be goaltending. Got there late. That was Eric Moore. And the Huskies will come up with it. It stays tied at 10. Gaddy now. With Wilcox, unlimited range. C.J. Wilcox. Boy, one of the best bench players in America.
Top four heading into the Pac-12 tournament.
And don't forget about Oregon. Now, Oregon only a game back in the loss column with 4 losses in Pac-12 play. Wilcox weaves his way to the basket, nice. Protected it beautifully.
Nice left. And that's the thing.
He had 5 of the first 15. And staying with the play, Terrence Ross. They wanted it in the cylinder. They won't get the call.
She was holding her breath on that play.
Enja. The easiest one he'll have this season. They fell asleep
this year. That drag screen, Craig Robinson was telling me today at shoot-around, they really like it, think it's hard to guard.
Good lead. Ross stays with it, and Terrence Ross, who you feel has really got to.
He can knock that shot down. Teams are aware of it. That's why he's usually not open at that elbow.
He's a 6'10 junior from Sydney, Australia. 6-point lead's the biggest of the game for the Beavers of Oregon State.
Washington's got to find a way to penetrate. Big's got to move as well.
Wilcox, the teardrop little runner, and it works. C.J. Wilcox.
Transition game we thought we'd see.
Oregon State has never led the conference in scoring. It would be a school first.
That's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
That they have never led in scoring in a season.
So many good teams. When Ralph Miller was here with Peyton, A.C. Green. Backdoor out of the timeout. Roten with a beautiful lob for Terrence Ross.
Terrific design by Lorenzo. Roll it. And it's just, you get ball watching. If you're Oregon State, stop it. Everyone's looking at the ball. And Terrence Ross, and what we just saw getting it down the floor, that was kind of his three-quarter speed right there. And he was still blowing by everybody.
He is 5th in the nation in free throws made. And he hasn't been to the line. Roten got what he wanted, didn't he?
So that's the thing that jumps off the page. 3 now, and important for both teams to finish this half strong. Not turning it over in Washington, get some stops. Try, if you want to two-arm gap him, however you want to guard him to let him shoot, but then you got to get in position for him to get the offensive foul, not for you to get the defensive foul.
So 1 of 2 at the free throw line for Collier. 31-28.
He ain't passing
and
those shots.
It won't stay that way. Terrence Ross, Major League talent, has 9.
It's one of the best I've seen in covering this league. Wow.
Oh, back door's open that time, isn't it? Terrence Ross again in transition. Foul on Cunningham.
The game was slow in the first half. I know Washington wants to make it faster, and you can see in that first possession, they're out in transition. Roten finds Ross sprinting down the floor and gets behind the Oregon State defense. What I was going to say about Cunningham, he's one of the best I've seen in covering this league for 9-10 years at really baiting you to throw a pass and then going and stealing it. He knows where you might go with it, and he acts like he's not going to get in
corner 3.
That was a good kick out by Collier.
Ross thought about it. Now, running the shot clock. Roten on the move, has Enja.
Nice.
Extra pass. Enja, Roten on the assist.
That was Roten's rep coming in. NFL player, football player at Washington. So obviously the genes translated down.
The third away. Now it picks up. And in transition, how about that touch? Roten, he couldn't catch it. He had to. We get a timeout. 39-38. Huskies by one. The mid-range. Now inside of 10 on the shot clock. Starks on the crossover. Blocked away easily by Ross.
Nice play by Ross. Finish at the other end.
He got the contact. Going to the reverse side. Moreland hit him from behind. And Terrence Ross going to the strike.
Oregon State is fouling Washington every time they get in the paint. Every time, whether in transition or the half court, they're either blocking it or they're fouling it. And Moreland, who's had a block party today, got a piece of Ross on that one.
He is Oregon's 5A High School Player of the Year at Jefferson High School a couple of years ago. We're talking about a very serious talent in Terrence Ross. They've got three that we've been discussing. Roten, Ross, and C.J. Wilcox. Guys that can score and put up big numbers on any given game.
Moreland's got 5 blocks already. His career.
Now they're doing it at the free throw line. Collier, man, set it up for that block. And nation in steals. Leads the Pac-12 in steals and in scoring. And the last Beaver to do that, Gary Payton.
Only 1 steal today, though.
But he's tried to get more. That's why he's taken so many hits. Inside of 10 to play. Now, what do the Huskies have out of the timeout? Gaddy with a good look for Sean Kemp Jr.
Great find by Gaddy. He could have pulled the
game tied at 46. Gaddy may have gotten away with one there. It's kept alive. Gaddy kept it again. And it's Kemp. Indecision, but there it is, Ross again to clean it up. Kemp didn't know what a slam it. He's looked over the weekend in shooting drills. 0 for 6 from the floor. Wilcox, don't have to ask him twice.
Better find him in transition. Wilcox on the trail 3. This is Washington's biggest lead of the day, I believe.
It is. It is. It had been 3 for the Huskies. It's up to 5 now. But Ross has been inside, outside, doesn't make any difference, a factor.
Well, who's going to step up is what I wondered a couple minutes ago. Ross, that's his 3rd putback today, and you got to run with Wilcox. There's no reason for that. The scouting report in the big take your breath away with his athleticism.
How about the pass there? Slingshot from Gaddy, finding Sean Kemp Jr. It got through. And they just seem like they're a different team in the second half of the season since he's been getting valuable minutes for them.
Him and Safari and Jenkins, too. I mean, he's helped him guard, posing. Push this thing out. Oregon State comes right back.
And Brandt saves it, but right to Kemp. That time he didn't finger roll it, did he?
Trying to speed this up a little bit.
Gant, right back to him. And the 10-12-footer will work after he missed the 3. And that is the biggest lead of the game.
There's a free throw line.
Scramble into the zone. And Wilcox grabbed.
Must have thought that he could get to the rim without any resistance.
He touched a lot of rim before it fell through. 1-point game. Joe Burton sits down. You can feel him go out of the game. And Angus Brandt back in with 5:38 to play. Wilcox coming through.
They're going to him now. Who thought down the home stretch they'd be going to Angus Brandt?
Gaddy for 3. Rolls out and right back in. Abdul Gaddy. Clutch Beavers. Now can they get a stop, though? Clear out. Roten up against Cunningham and follows his own. The big guard stays with the play.
Well, Cunningham doesn't put him out of the running for the conference championship. It certainly makes it a lot more difficult.
USC Stanford right after our matchup here in Corvallis. Joel Myers, along with Don McClain. 2:35 and counting left in the contest. Wilcox, a little space on the wing. And he shoots 3. Foul is on Devon Collier. In our game summary in this 3-point game, a double-double for Terrence Ross. No surprise. And let's not forget about the big blocks he's had here in the second half. Cunningham, 17 and 7.
That's why Ross so well thought of by NBA people, because he's big for his position and he really rebounds, and he's 6th in the league in rebounding to go along with all the offensive stuff. But he's had some big rebounding games. The week he won Pac-12 Player of the Week, he had a 30 and 14 game against Washington State.
A rare miss by Wilcox. Is it one of the first two found on the three-point attempt by Collier?
Why does it seem like nobody ever steps up there and hits all three? Rarely do you see it.
Ross quiets him down in a hurry, hasn't he?
Moreland's got to get out there. And if they can make some free throws and guard the three-point line, they can get out of here with a much-needed big-time win.
10-3 record with a win today as Wilcox looked pretty good there. 69-65. Huskies by 4. So the big three all in double figures. No surprise. Ross leads the way with 19. 14 so far for Wilcox. 12 for Tony Roten. Kind of a quiet day, although Roten does have 7 rebounds. And Wilcox with the pressure on.
Or no timeout call.
Well, Oregon State got the desired effect, didn't they? 21.5 to play. Desmond Simmons, a redshirt freshman from Vallejo, California.
Remember, he gets 2, still gets a second, even if he misses the first.
Clutch. 3-point lead for the Huskies.
This is the big one here. Washington with no timeouts, Oregon State with 1. Wow.
Man, that barely touched the net.
Talked about a few minutes ago, everybody kind of contributed. It wasn't one guy going off. It wasn't one thing. It was a lot of little things that grinded out this game for Washington in a huge win for them on the road.
Stanford with a 4-point lead at 15-11 as we're on our way to the Galen Center. USC and Stanford. Up next on Fox, Ross gets both.
I think that was by design. They didn't want Washington going up and down, playing free, and they just gave away too many possessions at the foul line. Just couldn't overcome that. They missed too many. And it's easy to say, well, if you just made 5 more, you would have won. But they started 4-12 at the foul line and got a little bit better, but just left too many on that line.
That should take care of it, because as we just saw with that last foul, there's the potential of fouling a guy in this game on a 3-point basket. And that'll do it. Well, they counted for Cunningham to make it official. Yes, 75-72 our finals. We head to Southern California. Stanford matching up